नमः सर्वेभ्यः अद्वैतचिन्तनवर्गे सर्वेषां स्वागतम्। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यः। शोभा भगिनी शांति मंत्र।
यस महोदय। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रीहरिं परमानन्दम् उपदेष्टारमीश्वरं व्यापकं सर्वलोकानां कारणं तं नमाम्यहम्। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्।
धन्यवादः भगिनी।
धन्यवादः महोदय।
शान्तिनी भगिनी।
आं महोदय।
श्लोकं पठितुम् इच्छति वा?
उक्तसाधनयुक्तेन विचारपुरुषेषण हि कर्तव्यो सिद्ध्यर्थ आत्मना शुभमीच्छता। ज्ञानसिद्ध्यर्थ
उक्तसाधनयुक्तेन विचारः पुरुषेण हि कर्तव्यो ज्ञानसिद्ध्यर्थम् आत्मना शुभाम् इच्छता. That is how you have to break this thing. उक्तसाधनयुक्तेन विचारपुरुषेण हि कर्तव्यो ज्ञानसिद्ध्यर्थम् आत्मनः शुभामिच्छता.
Yes,
पदच्छेद अन्वय पठतु. And the meaning?
पदच्छेद उक्तसाधनयुक्तेन विचारः पुरुषेण हि कर्तव्यः ज्ञानसिद्ध्यार्थम् आत्मनः शुभाम् इच्छता. अन्वय उक्तसाधनयुक्तेन ज्ञानसिद्ध्यर्थं पुरुषेण हि आत्मनः शुभाम् इच्छता विचारः कर्तव्यः. Such a person who, having these 6 qualities and desiring for his own benefit, should constantly think on these lines as he was taught.
So now we have seen the Shat Sambatti, Mumukshutvam and Sadhana Chatushtaya, this Vichara Viveka, Shat Sambatti and Mumukshutva Sadhana Chatushtaya as absolute must for a Atma Vichara Adhikarihi. Now here the Ukta Sadhana Yuktena, see Sadhana, Ukta Sadhanam is what he is referring to is the Sadhana Chatushtayam. With Uttena, then Vicharaha Kartavyaha. So one has to Vicharaha. Now Vichara is a process, not just thinking about it. Actually Vichara is we have to consider it as treading that line or walking through that on every moment or by thoughts and means. It is not only by the intellectual vicharaha what here it is meant, because Ukta Sadhana Yuktena is not implying just only intellectual aspect of it, because Shama Dhamma Titiksha Uparati Sadhana Shraddha Samadhanam, all those 6 Shat Sampattis are not based on intellect alone. So where there are practices also is there. So here the vichara we should look at in where we should walk the what we are thinking is should be our practical way of living also. Then for what? Jnana Siddhyartham, for the obtainment of jnanam. Now here the jnanam is what is referred to is nitya nitya vastu viveka janya jnanam. For tasya siddhyartham, for the obtainment or the clarity of that knowledge which is nitya, which is anitya, which is only, which is atma anatma vivechanam also is what is it? Siddhyartham atmana shubhamichada. One who is in desire of the peaceful means in which the knowledge results, or where the knowledge takes us to the achievement or the shubham, that is only possible. That is that the word atmanaha is very important here. The shubham is only present in atmanaha. So tasya jnanam eva, what is the ultimate moksha, mumukshutvam, which was referred in the previous shloka. So that it, how it is to be done is that sadhana chatushtaya vicharena nitya nitya vastu viveka siddhyartham and shubham atmanah ichchadaha yo purushaha saha vicharaha kartavyah tadeva ityasya arthaha. Then this first paragraph of the Vidyaranya Muni's commentary is Vijaya Bhagini, can you read that? Vijaya Bhagini?
एकनिमिषं जी.
Oh. In the screen it is there.
Yeah.
Mahodaya, Kshamyatam. Henceforth, just leave the last 2 lines, Mahodaya, because this new version of free conference gets a different box at the end whether we cannot see the last 2 lines. I don't know if anyone is facing the same problem. See, the last line is not being seen. It shows the speaker's name out there. I don't know if others have...
Which is the gadget you are using?
I'm using in the computer, and this has been a new version of free conference call. So what happens is the last line is being masked with the username. So the last line, this is being indicated, is still there. I can see, but the last, after that I cannot see the 2 words. So I don't know if others are facing it. I'm not sure about that. Not sure.
I'm not Bhagini, but I did not get the notice for update, so I don't know if something will happen after that.
Even I didn't get that.
Okay, that's fine, Mahodaya. But eventually,
I'll tell you, for the benefit of all, there is another method in which you need not depend upon the app generally, because that is, I had a problem with the free conference call, and then what I found out is that there is a web interface. If you log in to the website, and then from the website you can go to join or host, and there what happens is that the screen is slightly smaller as embedded inside the web page only. So the web page will be visible, the entire web page.
Yeah, actually earlier I had problems with the web interface, so I moved to the app. But anyway, it's okay. If others are not facing, it's okay. I can listen to the last line and it'll be fine. It's okay, Mahodaya. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Vijaya Bhagini.
प्रथमशब्दः इन्दं वा?
Idam.
इदं.
Oh, that is. Yeah, that is.
अस्तु जी.
Correct.
इदं साधनचतुष्टयं यदर्थम् अपन्यस्तम्. यदर्थम् अपन्यस्तम्. अग्रे भवान् समीचीनं करोतु जि तद् इदानीं दर्शयति उक्तेति उक्तानि ब्रह्मादि इति आरभ्य वक्तव्या सा मुमुक्षेत् यत् ग्रन्थसन्दर्भेण वर्णितानि यानि वैराग्यादि साधनानि ज्ञान उपकरणानि तैः युक्तेन पुरुषेण अधिकारिणा देहवता मनुष्य उत्तमेन हीति किम् अत्र
हि इति
रस्वम् अत्र दीर्घम् अस्तु हि इति विद्वत् सिद्धत्वेन वक्ष्यमाणलक्षणः यद् वाहित्यव्ययम् एवार्थेन्य निषेधार्थ इति अर्थः भवान्
अस्तु इदं that there is idam that I have to correct that idam sadhana chatuštayam yadartham apanyastam tad idanim darshayati ukteti uktani brahmadi iti arabhya vaktavya sa mumukshuta इत्यात्यन्त ग्रन्थसन्दर्भेण वर्णितानि यानि वैराग्यादि साधनानि ज्ञानोपकरणानि तैः युक्तेन पुरुषेण अधिकारिणा देहवता मनुष्यत्वेन हि इति विद्वत् सिद्ध्यत्वेन वक्ष्यमाणलक्षणः यद् वा हि इत्यव्ययम् एव अर्थ अन्य निषेधार्थ इत्यर्थः
अस्तु
Mahodaya, that is vidvat siddhatvena. Vidvat va, how does va come there? Vidvat asiddhatvena. What is it, vidvat?
Vidvat tvasiddhatvena.
Pantitaka.
Vidvattu asiddhatvena va? It's, I don't know.
Vidvat.
Vidvat.
How
does vakara come there? How does vakara come there is my question. How does va come there is my question.
Vidvat.
It should be
vidvattu asiddhatvena. Vidvattu asiddhatvena.
Vidvat
tatra yan sandhi asti
yan sandhi asti tarhi, but you need ukara na. If it is yan sandhi vidvattu asiddhatvena va vidvattu
then double takara will be needed also. If it is vidvattu, there is vidvat and another ta and then u.
This breakup is, I don't know,
vidvattu asiddhatvena.
1 second.
No, I'll have to check because in the 1906 printout may be having some printing error. I'll have to check that.
Just check it. I have a doubt.
Because it's an old version, no? So I just the OC of optical character reading might have.
The Sandhi Vichyad is not. If according to say vidvat asiddhatvena, then it is halanta shabdaha, and asiddhatvena is going. Then it's vidvat asiddhatvena it should become, but it is vakara.
No, there if there is a double ta, then vidvat tu asiddhatvena will be the word.
Oh. Okay, then there should be something. So there's some problem in that, Mahodaya. Klesha has to just see that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll check that. So here the meaning I have translated not as per word by word. What is given is this sadhana chatushtayam and its importance. Here is shown by describing like starting from Brahman, what is being told as in this book as mumukshutva is elucidated as those instruments for gaining knowledge. that by definition for an adhikari who is best humanly embodied, uttama purushena adhikarinah, so that is superior personality is indeed achievable only through knowledge. Now this knowledge is being indicated and is also refuted as the achievable by other means. The jnana is indicated as achievable, but at the same time is also refuted that it is not achievable by other means. That is that last long word, yadva hi iti avyaya meva arthaha anya nishedartha ityarthaha. So that we're saying siddhi is possible with the jnana, but asiddhi is by anyartha, anyatvena. So what idam sadhana chatushtayam yadartham apanyastam means not
uttered properly.
Uttered properly, yes. Because artham, that meaning of the word sadhana chatushtayam is not uttered properly. Tadan tad idanim darshayati, that if it is here darshayati means uktayati. What is uktam? Uktani brahmadi iti arabhya vaktavya sa. So that brahmadi stavarandeshu is what has been told as anitya in the beginning of the text. So nitya vastu viveka, when we are doing that, brahmadi stavarandeshu or kaga vishtayavat, that we have to have the aversion for that is being told. So it atyanta grandha sandarbena varnidani yani vairagyadi. So for the vairagya grandha atyanta, what is the extreme explanation given for the in this book towards vairagya are the jnana upakaranani taihi, because with them yuktena, but the purusha or the adhikari who is yukta or who is having that jnana upakaranani, which are that jnana upakarani, viveka vairagya sadhana chatushtaya and mumukshutva ityadi, that dehavata. So why he dehavata manushya tyamena, he is not talking about some yogi or a atindriya jnani or anybody. So he is talking about uttama purushaha who has got all this sadhana chatushtaya and he vicharena eva siddhya. There is what is told in the shloka, tatra vidvat asiddhatvena vidyatu asiddhatvena vakshyamana lakshanaha. So here the lakshana is, it is asiddhatvam is but just by knowledge alone is not possible, but you need to have the other qualifications also, which is explained in the sadhana chatushtayam. Aditi, this is yat va hi iti avyayam eva arthaha anya nishedartha ityarthaha. So this is being told that this is possible by jnana only. Vaksha vidvat na jnana sadhanatvam eva tatya praptir bhavati na anya padarthena. Now this is being explained in the next paragraph. Vamshi Bhagini, if you want to read, you can read that. But you want to keep aside the thing, then you tell me.
No, Mahodaya. Ask someone to read today. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chandu Mahodaya?
Mahodaya. Vicharo vivekah kartavya
avartayitavya
किमर्थमित्यतः आह ज्ञानसिद्ध्यर्थम् इति आत्मनो ज्ञानसिद्ध्यर्थं ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधोद्भवनाय
ननु आत्मज्ञान
सिद्धयाकः पुरुषार्थ इत्याशङ्क्य मोक्षा संख्यम चतुर्थ पुरुषार्थ रूपम फलम द्योतयत पुरुषार्थ विशिनिष्ट शुभम इति शुभम परमानंद रूपत्वेन मंगलम मोक्ष सुखम इत्यर्थः इच्छता पार्थयता आत्मनः शुभम इति वान्वयः
ओके विचारः विवेकः कर्तव्यः आवर्तयितव्यः किमर्थम् इत्याह ज्ञानसिद्ध्यर्थम् इति आत्मनः ज्ञानसिद्ध्यर्थं ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधोद्भवनाय ननु आत्मज्ञानसिद्धायक पुरुषार्थम् इत्याशङ्क्य मोक्षाख्यं पुरुषार्थ चतुर्थ पुरुषार्थ रूपं फलं द्योतयता पुरुषार्थं विशिनिष्ट शुभम इति शुभम परमानंद रूपत्वेन मंगलम मोक्षसुखम इत्यर्थः इच्छिता प्रार्थयता आत्मनः शुभमिति वा अन्वयः. Now inquiry and understanding the need is to be repeated for acquiring the knowledge which is nothing but Atman, which is revealing itself as awareness and the unity of Atman and Brahman, not for the object that is appearing in awareness. That is the main objective of life, known as mumukshutva or moksha, desire, mentioned as the main among the purushartha. That is indeed is a special and auspicious and pure and bliss nature. Now, vichara vivekah kartavya avartayitavya. So vichara means the practice of moksha siddhyartham kimavi kartayitim. Whatever we do for the moksha siddhyartham vichara, including vivekah, vairagya, sadhana chatushtaya, sampatti, avartayitavya. We have to repeat it every day. It is not that once we do and we stop it. Kimartam ityaha jnana siddhyartham iti. Why we have to do it? That jnanam siddhyartham eva. So here is the important part of it. Why should the repetition is important is that we all have a problem with our knowledge. No knowledge remains with us whatever acquired knowledge about the objects, they don't remain with us as our part and parcel of our life. It is only based on the usage we have this thing. Except what has become ours, like Manishutvam, Tri Purushutvam, and our name, these are all become ours because of avartanam. From the childhood, the parents, the society, the friends, everybody has been repeating what we are. And we have now assumed that we are the human body. We have a gender, we have a name, we are related to so and so. We have all those things is because of what? Avartanam. Repeated reminding to us by the society or the world around us, we have accepted. Similarly, if you want to get out of that clutch, we still have to do something similar to that, which is due to the sadhana chatushtayam. Viveka, Vairagya, Satsambati and Mukushta. Jnana Siddhyartham. Jnana Siddhyartham is what? Atmana Jnana Siddhyartham. So our Atmana means our Swarupa. So Swarupa Avabodhana Siddhyartham. What is that? Brahmatmaikya Bodha Udbhavanaya. Now that is what is Jnanam. Where the Avabodha comes from, that Brahma and Atma is Ahamam Brahmasmi. That is being indicated by the word Brahmatmaikya Bodha Udbhavanaya. So here, if that knowledge doesn't become a part and parcel of it, we have not acquired the knowledge. We may know it as a textual knowledge, like how we have learned so many things in our school or college days about science, physics, chemistry and mathematics, but it did not become part and parcel of us. It has become textual knowledge, and we may be able to recollect and use it, but that has not, we are not become a being towards that, or that has not become our part of our being. But if we repeat for the Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti and Viveka Vairagya, then what will happen is that then the Udbhavam or Avabodham will happen, that Brahmatma Ikyatvam, that knowledge, pure bliss and the existence which is in me is what I am seeing around me, and I am not different from it, but I am part and parcel of it. So nanu atmajnana siddhayaka purushartham ityashakya mokshakyam chaturtha purushartha rupam phalam. Now what is the moksha mumukshutvam, which we had a very detailed chat on the WhatsApp group on this. The fourth purushartham is for that dharma artha kama moksha. So moksha is the chaturtha purushartham, which is called the most important, because so in that is the phalam, dyotayata purushartham, that is highlighted or enlightened by purushartha vinishishta shubham idi shubham, and that the result of it is the shubham. What is shubham? Paramananda Rupatvena Mangalam Moksha Sukham Ityartha. Here Moksham is defined as Mangalam and Sukham. Paramanandam. These are the words it is used. Shubham, Paramanandam, Rupam, Mangalam, Moksha Sukham. Now these words are indicative of different aspects of moksha. Now by nature, or by the fact of it, is we are Brahma Atma Ikyam. If that is the truth, for a time being, let us accept that is being challenged. If that is correct, then I should be having Shubham, Paramananda Rupam, Mangalam and Sukham, Moksha Sukham. These things which is being explained in different words should be my nature all the time. Then why should I have an Ichcha for Ichcheda, or why should I Prarthayata for it? Atmana Shubhamiti Anvayaha. Why should I have that as a requirement for me to, in the Purushartha, fourth Purushartha, for achieving that? We will work towards achieving something when only it is not ours. Now here the Shastra says that Atma and Brahma are abhinna, aikyam, ekata. Ekata means there is no difference between Atma and Brahma. So having declared that by the Shastras, then why should there be an Ichcha or a Prarthana for achieving that mumukshutvam? So are we achieving that Brahmatma Ikyam, or Brahmatma Ikyam is already there but we are ignorant about it? And if it is ignorance, then only Jnana can remove that ignorance. And when Jnana removes that ignorance, the ignorance which is avarana or as a cover for the knowledge to be known or the truth to be known doesn't have to be acquired. It exposes itself. So swam what do you call bhasayate, it shines by itself. When a cover on a lamp is removed, the lamp need not be that has to be achieved separately. The light of the lamp will expose itself or will be available for all. Like that, when the ajnana karanatvena ubadi is what we are, is that what our thoughts are now. Aham sharirah mama namaha, and then I have this name, this is my name, my property, everything with related to the deha. So only when we do the nitya vastu viveka, then where the atmajnana comes, atmajnana siddhyartham. And that what is atmajnana siddhyartham is the brahmatma ikya bodham. So once that comes, then what is the result? Phalam is that shubham paramananda rupam mangalam sugam. Why it is shubham? Because there is nothing other than that. And why it is paramanandam? Because there is nothing that can be compared with it. It is, there is, if there is only another one which is there to compare, then it is only, then there is a comparison possible. So paramanandam happens when there is no, that is why niratishayam is what I told, the word I used for that. That niratishaya ananda is the paramananda itself. Now mangalam is why? Because it is the purest form of the, it is what is giving us the, there is no affliction which can cause, because there is nothing other than that, and that gives the moksha sukam. So this is what is the moksha, the phalam of the moksha is what he mixes. In the WhatsApp chat where we discussed this, we had a different opinion from different viewpoints from all the participants. I'm not saying that they are all wrong. They are all right from their own perspective point of view. But from the Advaita point of view, we have to look, when Advaita being talked about is prapta praptam. This is not aprapta praptam. There is not something which is to be acquired, which is not with us. How do we know that we are the prapta praptam is this thing? Because every day we are experiencing that, or every minute we are experiencing that. But we are so much deluded by the adjectives of the objects which are being covered. The awareness in which they are all being known to us is forgotten. That's like that. I explained the explanation which I gave in the beginning. The light, the sunlight which exhibits every object is never an object we think about when we are seeing an object. Likewise, our nature of awareness in which everything is being known to us, or which shines in that awareness, we are not aware of the awareness of what you call self-awareness, in which everything becomes in. Every object shines in that awareness. Every object's existence is in that awareness. So
that is only called as Dharmabhuta Jnanam, Kaluji?
Dharmabhuta Jnanam is not a terminology used in Advaita, because it is not a bhavitavyam. Because see, bhuta means it has to be a created by somebody, or by our own effort or somebody else's effort. Here there is no creation or a need for creating something which is not available. It is only the ajnana, which is in the form of ajnana samshaya viparyaya, that is hiding our awareness, that has to shine itself by our wrong notions of what we are. when we think we are our physical body or we have a physical relationship or to the objects, we are so entangled with the relationship and the object and everything, we forget about the awareness in which everything exists. Now, in the awareness, when we are, that is where we shift away from the bodily existence to the existence of awareness. Even the body is a object of awareness for me. That definitely shows I am not the body, because I am being able to be aware of my body. So when we say that way, we have to see that that is where in one of the earliest slokas where we said, no, drishyatvad yad drishyam tad nasyam. And so nitya vastu viveka, when we said this, that nityatvam is possible only where there is no drishyatvam. Drishtam, if you are seeing something, it has to be different from the drishtaram. So that is how the nitya vastu. So everything what we are seeing in the object, we are seeing as object separate, but we are forgetting the substratum in which objects are existing. Like the space we forget is an example only. Everything including our own existence which we experience is in space today. But the space is never an object of awareness for us, even though every object is in the adhishthanam, in the space. But even space is in the awareness. So it is subtler than the space. So to be aware of the awareness is what is the vichara, what we are talking about it. Viveka, in which vichara, through which we have to. That is being told by the Kenopanishad Sutram, Pratibodha Viditam Matam, Amrtatvam hi vindate. So Pratibodham, bodham prati. So every bodham or every knowledge or every awareness as object, when we are seeing the object, but we are forgetting about the bodham in which it is appearing. So that Uttama Purusha, or that person who can identify himself with that bodha as his own bodha, for him the whole world is in him. He sees the world existing in his awareness, not he separate and the world separate and the bodha is forgotten. So that is what is the process of vichara, and the phalam is mumukshutva. So this is the first sloka of today. Now if any questions are there, we will take that and get the details of it. Chandu Mahodaya, Vijay Bhagini, Shobha Bhagini, Amshi.
अत्र फलं द्योतयते. अत्र फलम् इत्युक्ते अत्र मोक्षमेव वा?
आम्, पुरुषार्थरूपं फलम्. चतुर्थपुरुषार्थं मुमुक्षुत्वं, तस्य रूपमेव फलम्. Because mumukshutta is not an object, it's a result of a vichara. That is why it is called phalam.
अस्तु जि. अत्र वान्वयः किं? वान्वयः इत्युक्ते किं जि? वान् इति
शुभम् इति वा अन्वयः.
ओ ओ ओ अस्तु अस्तु, धन्यवादः जि.
Shobha Bhagini?
No, Mother, can you just briefly go over that moksha being Shubham and Mangalam, and the other was Paramanandam again. Paramanandam, no, but Shubham and Mangalam.
Yeah, see, Shubham, Mangalam, Moksha Sukham. See, let us take first Moksha Sukham and Paramanandam. So this, I don't think you have any confusion on that. So Sukham and Paramanandam is something which we can relate to, as even though we don't know what it is, but Paramananda Ruvatvam eva Moksha Sukham. Now, why it is called Shubham and Mangalam is, in Shubham and Mangalam case, in our practical or our transactional world, there is Shubham and Ashubham, Mangalam and Amangalam. When we don't have anything other than that, then we can say that is itself is Shubham, no? Because to become Ashubham, there should be something other than Shubham.
Right.
So that when it is not there, ekatvam anupashyata, when we see oneness in everything, brahmatmaikya bodhatvena, then that itself is a mangalam, or the the benefit of the moksha or mangalyam. And what its shubham is, that is the the ultimate goal which we achieve by that.
Free of any ashubham, that's what.
Yes, free of any ashubham. And free of any amangalam.
Amangalam also.
Right. So yatra, that Chandogya Upanishad says, yatra na anya pashyati, anya shrunoti, anyad vijanati. This is how it is being explained in Chandogya Upanishad. Narada is being told by his brother, elder brother, who teaches him Brahma Vidya. Says, yatra na anya pashyati, anyad vijanati, anyad shrunoti. Where that is a state where you don't hear anything other than yourself, you don't know anything other than that, when that is that state of brahmatmaikyatvam. So many shastra words, if you are going through, we will find out that so kameta bahusyam prajayeti. So he decided, let me become many. So if the mud has decided to become many mud pots and many objects of mud, like that, if upadhi grasta, maya grasta, Ishvara, when decides to become many, as per the first prakriya, which idam prakriya, ayam prakriya, which is explained in the beginning, we have to keep that in mind, that it's only a prakriya. It does not actually happen. Like today morning Gita class we discussed about it. So what happens here is that all transactional wise we are experiencing this world. Now in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Vartikam of Sureshwaracharya says, he is giving an example for Sushupti. It is something similar to Sushupti, where he said, Yatra Veda Aveda Bhavati. That is a state where even the Vedas do not exist. Because Guru Naiva Shishya Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. So Namata, na Pita, na Bandhu, na Mitram. Not all these differences are there only in the transaction. But when you are in that Paramananda Swarupam, which is Mangalam and Shubham, and that is the Moksha Sukham, where we don't have anything other than the Brahma Atma Ekatvam Anupashyata. That Ekatvam is being experienced. And that is our true nature. Our every moment, that is the nature. But the moment we identify with our body and the Indriyas, what we are Parachikani, when we look through the Indriyas, we are seeing the world outside. So Aham, Idam, this duality comes into existence. Once the duality comes into existence, we are not seeing the unison or the unity in that vision. We see the differences in the object. Like the sunlight, we see different objects. We don't see the sun or the sunlight. But without the sunlight, we don't see anything in the darkness. The multiplicity came only because of the light, isn't it? Same way, when the awareness shows the multiplicity, we are forgetting that indeed that awareness, my awareness only, the multiplicity is existing. It is not defined, it is not saying that multiplicity is not there, but the multiplicity is in my existence, Sat Chit Ananda, existence, awareness. And when there is no duality, yatra tatra dvitiyam nasti, yatra dvitiyam nasti tatra sukhameva asti, because niratishaya ananda, or there is nothing to compare with that happiness of that when you don't have. And that the inclination of that is what we experience in the deep sleep, when there is no dvitiyam for us, even our body, or ahameva nasti tatra, even we don't have the aham bodham also there. The aham bodha comes only after waking.
Yes. धन्यवादः महोदय.
Right. So can we go to the next sloka then, or okay? It's a very small.
I am leaving by 8:30 ji. I am having Anya Varga.
Oh, you have another Varga, no? Right. Now in the next sloka it is saying jnanasya avashyakata. Why it is the need of the jnanam? Why is it? So na utpadyate vina jnanam vicharena anya sadhanaihi yada padarthabhanam hi prakashena vina kvachit. This is what I was explaining now. Na utpadyate vina jnanam vicharena. So we will take the padartha and anvaya in the next slide.
सम्यक् अस्ति खलु जी. एतत् प्रथमपङ्क्तिः न उत्पद्यते विना ज्ञानविचारेण. सम्यक् अस्ति.
Right.
धन्यवादः.
न उत्पद्यते विना ज्ञानं विचारेण अन्यसाधनैः यदा पदार्थभानं हि प्रकाशेन विना क्वचित्. विचारेण विना ज्ञानम् उत्पद्यते न अन्यसाधनैः यथा प्रकाशेन विना पदार्थभानं हि क्वचित्. The knowledge that, like, just as the light alone is the reason for which everything is being experienced, same way jnanam vina and vicharena vina jnanam na utpadyate na anya sadhanai. So this is where the karma, jnana karma samuchayam is being refuted by Shankara. Shankaracharya is always hardened this thing that karma cannot give you moksha or a jnana, because jnanam is vastu siddham, vastu apeksha asti jnanam. Karma is based on the kriya phalam, and jnanam is never a kriya phalam, because vastu will never change its nature. Swarupam katachit na chejati. So to know an object, where here Brahma, Atma or Prapancha, whatever it is, jnanam vina na sadhyati. So with it, because to know anything we have to do vichara, and that vichara can come only if we do the nitya vastu viveka, not by anya sadhana, like yajnadana tapa. These are the things which is being told those days. In today's world we can say all activities which is not other than our own intellectual enquiries which we are doing. Yatha padartha bhanam hi prakashena vina kvachit. Light only can show what the padarthas are in the visibility, not with any other object. You will not know the object which we can see with the light. So that is what it is, which I was explaining in the previous toward the end of the previous sloka. Nanu jnana siddhyartham vichara eva kartavyah iti niyamah kutah kriyate iti ashankya sadrishtantam aha na utpadyata ihi vicharena vina anya sadhanehi कर्मोपासनलक्षणैः ज्ञानं न उत्पद्यते तत्र दृष्टान्तम् आह यथेति यथा क्वचित् कस्मिंश्चित् देशे सूर्यादिप्रकाशेन विना पदार्थभानं घटादिवस्तुप्रकाशो न भवति हि इति सर्वजनप्रसिद्ध अतः नियमः क्रियते इति भावः. So this is the thing which explanation which I told you. For just as we need light for knowing the objects in our transactional world or in our day-to-day experience, knowledge of our true nature by removing the ajnana. For the removing ajnana, vichara is the only action. Na anya sadhanaihi. Neither by yajna, dana, tapa, or upasana, japa. All those things are not bad or not needed, but those are all for chitta shuddhi, because the concentration of the mind and the single pointedness in mind. Vichara, if you want to, how does the japa help you? If you keep doing the japa, you are able to think on one name or one particular aspect of that nama. Same way, when you are doing meditation, what happens is that you are warding off other thoughts other than the object of meditation. But they are all what's helping you to have a single pointed mind for thinking. But vicharam vina na jnanam sadhyate. So that type of a vichara should happen for nitya vastu viveka. This is what is the shloka meaning is all about.
They're the means to an end, but yeah, those means are very important because most of us need them. Like you were saying, chitta shuddhi, ekagrata, to do it by ourselves when it is very difficult. So these go a long way in making it happen, and with that the vichara becomes even more effective, more enlightening.
Yes. See, Acharya want to very clearly say one thing. There are people who are getting tied up with the yajna, dana, tapa, karma or meditation, japa and all those things, as they think that is the the end activity with which they will be getting moksha.
That's not the end. Yeah, it's the means.
Yeah, that is not the end. That will make you better. I mean, you will be more qualified for vichara with those things. But out of that, unless you have the nitya vastu viveka jnanam, then for that what is required is the vichara, and for that vichara you need ekagrata. And for ekagrata, you can practice meditation or anything, but not for that japa and meditation will give you jnana.
It's like I would compare it to taking a path that we need to walk, and we need the proper gear, so we keep walking, and we don't give up, and yes, it makes it that much more effective and easier towards the goal.
Yeah, but Bhagini, what happens is that during Shankaracharya's time, and of course after that everything is lost, people were so much engrossed in doing the karma aspects of yajna and dana and tapa, swadhyaya, all meditation and all those things, and none of them ever took on to the mainstream what Upanishad teaches, or nitya vastu viveka, and the Mahavakyas which has explained the meaning. To think on the meanings of the Mahavakya, you need a very sharp mind, for which, yes, all this will help, as you said, the gears for the trek. But unless we practice the vichara, jnanam katapi na bhavishyati. Never we can expect that jnana to come with you. The jnana is we are talking about here is a jnana of a vastu. Vastu tantram eva jnanam. An Agni will be known as Agni is a jnana of the Agni. It will depend upon the Agni, isn't it? Or if it is a diamond, the jnana of a diamond will depend upon only on diamond. And the any amount of decorating the diamond or doing ahuti into fire and everything will change the Agni or the diamond. Both of them are vastu per se. Same way, the Brahma and Atma, what we are talking about is a vastu tantram. That the nature of the Atma or the Brahma can never change by doing the anya sadhanehi, like yajna dana tapa karma. That is what Acharya wants us to understand.
Yes, yeah. They can improve the comprehension. They can improve the, like, chitta shuddhi is very needed to understand. Right. So they throw light on what.
That will help us to reduce our ignorance over a period, and the jnana will swabhasate. It will shine itself.
Right. Yeah. You want to understand what that ignorance is. These things go a long way in helping. It's right. A gradual process. I'm speaking by experience. That's why I'm saying this. It gradually brings chitta shuddhi, thereby improving the comprehension and understanding of what we are trying to finally understand. The removal of the ignorance, but what is that ignorance is also needs to be understood too, because the truth is always there. The only thing that keeps up from waking up in a way to the truth is the ignorance.
You will understand that better when the text proceeds further. All activities, all karma comes from that there is a karta. Aham karta iti manyate cheteva karmam vyavati.
Yeah. True.
Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, we are not karta.
Yeah, when I am akarta, avokta, that knowledge can arise only when we stop the karma or when we understand what karma can give. That is how Shankaracharya, the Advaita has stuck to the truth of the Upanishad so much that it's very difficult to refute it. Because one side we say the akarta, abhokta, na jayate, na mriyate, all those qualifications of Atma and Brahma, when you are saying that, then what are you going to achieve by the karma? That is, who is the karta, who is the bhokta then? Right? So
are you asking me?
That thought has to come into our day-to-day life, our pratibodha viditam. Every moment, every action which we are doing it as we are the karta for it. But unless we know that these actions are happening in my awareness, and that I am not the body who is doing the action, but I am the awareness who is knowing the body and knowing the karma, both.
Right. It's being done through us.
Yes.
Even if we didn't actively participate, things that needed to be done would be done through us.
Right. So that, I mean, words are falling short to explain that feeling of what it is like. Yato vacho nivartande aprapya manasa saha. That is what the Upanishad says, that from the words return without possible to explain. Mana also, mind cannot comprehend it. So neither it is explainable nor it is understandable, but that is what Tadu Tomasi.
Yes.
Okay, we'll stop. Yes,
one quick question.
Yes, question.
Here we say for Gnan Siddhyartham Vicharam, right? So basically say for Atma knowledge you do the inquiry. Now that inquiry is, okay, what really needs to be inquired? Like what is Atma or something, or because
no,
if
vichara should be for what is the nitya vastu.
Okay.
When we remove anitya vastu by one, that this is not permanent, this is not, that is where that neti prakriya comes. Not this, when we say that this is anitya, so this is not atma. This is anitya, that is not atma. Like that, when we remove everything, after removing everything that's anitya, including the sharira, deha, aham, even aham is anitya, because I can understand aham is my feeling, right?
Yep.
So but there is an entity in all of us who is aware of even the aham in us.
Yeah.
But that entity has to be nityam, because that is the one which is seeing. Because whatever is seen can be lost. In the deep sleep, we lose our aham also. But you cannot say, I lost myself in the sleep, or I was not there in the sleep. There is something of ours was existing there as pure awareness without any qualifications. And that awareness is there in our dream as well as in waking. But in the happens is in the dream and the waking is that the objects are so much in prominence that awareness is forgotten, and the objects of indriyas or the mind becomes more prominent to us, more visible to us, because mind plays the knowing part, not the awareness in which it exists. And mind says that I am the one who is knowing. So we identify ourselves with the mind and say that then the mind is part of the aham. So we say, I am knowing it, I am seeing it, I am experiencing it. That is a false identity of aham. To know that awareness as the substratum or the adhishtanam or the base in which everything exists, we have to remove anityatvam vastu, anything which is changing. In our lifetime, whatever has changed, gone through changes, that is anityam, because it can be seen as an object, and it has gone through a change, it is anityam. But there is something who is existing in all of us, which is able to observe the change. So that observer has to be nityam. This vichara is what is called the vichara.
Okay. Is it similar like what we discussed previously, Vairagyam and Vivekam? Is it the same one?
Yeah, Vivekam only. Viveka and vichara are the same.
Okay.
Viveka is the vastu, nitya vastu viveka, to differentiate between that. But the process of thinking and removing the anitya vastu from the nitya vastu is vichara.
Got it.
Viveka helps you to know what is nitya and anitya only. But to bifurcate, to segregate from the anitya vastu what is the nitya vastu, only vichara can do.
Got it.
Any other question? Otherwise we can stop today's class.
Dhanyavad.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ धन्यवादः सर्वेभ्यः
धन्यवादः महोदय. Sorry, I could not